What's up, crypto giants, phantom heads? How y'all doing today? It's Mitch, Crypto Music, just coming at you with a little bit of this and that. Gonna talk about Fantom and my journey with Fantom so far. I really like Fantom. Fantom is a DAG. In case you're not familiar, it is extremely fast, like 2 seconds for a transaction, and pretty damn quick for smart contracts and all that good stuff. But when you send a Fantom transaction, it's usually there before you can go check on it. So it's pretty nice. I really like Fantom, and it's the type of thing, if you're not familiar with DAGs, they are not going to have problems with fees, right? Even BNB can get a little crazy on the fees once it's like, you know, super congested. I mean, nothing like like Ethereum, obviously. I saw some Ethereum fees today that simply blew my mind. Look at here, to send $508 to send a rapid transaction that would take 15 seconds on Ethereum, $460 to send one that takes 1 minute, $399 for 3 minutes, and $351 for a slow transaction. That's not acceptable anywhere. And yeah, there is a lot of blockchains who are taking the aspect of, we're the fastest, you know, we're faster than Ethereum, no fees, blah, 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 blah. And true, but when it comes down to speed, are these blockchains going to be able to keep up with NFTs? Minting NFTs, are they still going to be able to super cheap? Like, minting NFTs for super cheap is going to be huge, right? I mean, that's Solana's whole thing, and that's why Solana and, you know, has seen such a nice pump. But technology-wise, I mean, we are easily equivalent to Solana, and once things are big and getting bigger and bigger and bigger, remember, Fantom speeds up. The more people who are using it, the more people who are interacting with the DAG, the blockchain, however you want to call it. The you know, it is a DAG, but a lot of people just call them blockchains, so we're going to reference it under the umbrella of blockchain. So but as things speed up on, or excuse me, as more and more people get on Fantom and more transactions are happening, it's actually a lot faster. So Fantom hit all-time highs today when the rest of the market was having a tough time, struggling, right? I mean, the whole thing is pretty down, and still Fantom is pumping away. And when everything else dropped, that caused the end of the cycle here, which was, or excuse me, the end of this uptrend. Got a nice downward chop with all the market when Bitcoin had that heavy crash, and now it's having that steady climb back up, and it's good because we had a nice little, you know, the people who needed to sell, they needed to sell. Like that Martini guy, he sold right up here at the top, and I saw he sold like $1 million or something worth of Fantom, dumped it all on the market. Well, no big deal. We'll take your bags and off we go. We're at $1.87. Pretty damn killer, and we're gonna be a lot higher than that. I do have some open sell orders around the $1.90. I've also taken a little bit of profit along the way, but overall Fantom has been what crypto is all about. And for those of you who got in like below a penny and around a penny and all that stuff, 10 cents, 20 cents and under, congratulations, you deserve it. You know, you're the reason that this is happening. So we're at $1.87, and pretty crazy $1.89 over here on CoinEx. Look at that chart. That is crazy. That's a year to date. Let's go for all time. Pretty insane. This is one hell of an accumulation cycle, and this is where people were picking it up under a penny. Current market cap is $4.8 billion. Current price $1.89. Could be a lot different by the time you see this. Circulating supply is 2.55 billion with a max supply ever of 3.1 billion. So not the smallest, but not the largest. We had our all-time high just the other day of $1.93. We should be getting back there, I would think, no problem. And I could see this easily breaking $2 in very short order, and we'll go over what I think the price will hit in the long run in just a minute here. So been doing a lot of DeFi on Fantom, but first we're going to head over and take a look at my bots that I have running. Actually, this one I've had off, but if you watched my video in the past, I showed you about me running some different Fantom bots. But this Fantom right here, I picked up for about $2,000, a little under $2,000, wait, a little over $2,000. And then I sold $1,000 of it when it had, you know, more than doubled, or it was about triple. And then I'm still up here at $10,746. And that's what crypto's all about, right? And I did, the way I, you know, got all my Fantom was I just brought over a little Bitcoin, brought over a little USDT, and I set up a whole bunch of buy grids. And on Bitscap, it's this easy. You know, I just put these here and I let it buy down and buy me the entire dip. And as it bought the entire dip, I let it start trading. I reset it a few times. I made a last video about it. It's called KCS and FTM. And that's how I accumulated all of my Fantom. And I got it, you know, pretty cheap. And I just kept running the bots. And then they grabbed me up that Fantom. I let it sit over here. The one time I traded it after it had pumped, I actually lost some of my Fantom, so I didn't trade it anymore, because when one coin is pumping and nothing else is pumping, just like in permanent loss in a DeFi farm, you know, you're better off sitting off to the side and let that one coin pump. So, you know, better for trading the sideways markets. Either way, in a, you know, good AMM pool or not. I also have another bot sitting over here on CoinEx. We'll take a look at that. I put in $319. I am currently up 36% in profit. So not bad in a very short order. And that's because the FTM ran and it had that nice dip. So the grids they bought, they chopped up a little bit, and now off and running, and pretty nice. You can see all the little bit of profits that I've had here, up 5%, 4%. And these are the individual little trades for your different these are the different transactions that it's traded. So adding a whole bunch of liquidity to the Fantom market. So, you know, that's always good for the price, to get a bunch of bots trading on your crypto, right? So Fantom is going to buy me an engine. This $10,000 here is going to buy me a new engine, and so I need to go up a little bit so I can grab some more of that. But anyway, over on the DeFi side of things, the number one DEX on the Fantom blockchain is Spooky Swap, and there's, you know, other things that are, you know, up and coming, but nothing, you know, these guys have by far and away Outfront team. They're all doxed, all that good stuff. It's the teams on Fantom is probably what has me more excited than anything else. Like, there's very few projects that don't have like OG freaking crypto people that everyone know and love. They're not going anywhere. They ruin their reputations. They ruin, you know, they have to, if something crashes, they got to write it down. They can't just boot scoot and exit out and rug pull, because these people have been around for so long. And it's really nice to see the level of people and innovation going on Fantom is what I was looking for with some other blockchains I was trying to get into. But Fantom just happened to have the tech, happened to have the people, happened to have all the right stuff, and you know, a lot of good people talking about it and moving into it, and have the right technology. And with NFTs blowing up, this thing could easily jump into the top 10 before long. I mean, I'm not saying it's going to be there, you know, soon, but you could easily get in the top 20 before too long. You know, look at what happened to Solana. It really climbed up the ranks. Look when BSC climbed up the ranks. I'm not saying this is on those levels yet, but it's getting there. It's got a lot more stuff locked up. The TVLs across the entire spectrum are going crazy. They even have this Cinerage project called Tomb Finance that crashed. What happens when something loses its peg in a these type of platforms are, for those who don't know, is like when they're like Frax, except for Frax is fully collateralized, so it's a little bit different. But they're basically like trying to keep a peg to something, right? To a dollar, generally a stable coin, or a peg to Bitcoin or whatever, but you're not fully backed by it. You're using like algorithms and incentives and slaps on the wrist in order to make that happen. Well, because like people had realized there was, it's a long story, but a way for people to kind of screw the system. And it wasn't like a, it's more like a flash loan type of thing. It would take me way too long to explain it. But this thing basically crashed, and it's coming back. That shows an amount of And if it does come back, it'll be crazy. You know, they have a DAO, and even if it never pumps back to a peg, to Malone and T-shares, the whole system they have here, which, and really it's the community. The community is everything, because they're the ones who lock up all the Fantom, right? And then you have these waves of price and supply shortages because these guys are locking it all up. They're taking things, they're putting it on the bridge, they're sending it over here, and they're locking Fantom up. And when they lock that Fantom up in these different protocols, well, what happens to the price? Shoots on up. We've seen it so many different times, and that's why BSC can maintain the price it has. And yeah, anyway, when the NFT craze really, really pops off, and it is now, of course, but Fantom is going to blow up because it is so fast and so quick. So anyway, so you have Spooky Swap here, and Spooky Swap is killer. This is, you know, a DEX, but they have other things that other people don't. You can set limit orders here. So, you know, you can actually you know, set orders up higher, set orders down lower, things you can't do on other DEXs. And they have a lot going on. They have this Boo token, which is going crazy. It's up today, and it's up to 27. It was at $20 yesterday. It went to $19 during the crash. And Spooky Swap, with the way that they've done this, is really, really smart. And they've created a utility with Boo that you don't have other places. One, people have to lock it up in order to do the farms, as you would expect on any place. Then they have this staking section where you stake Boo, but you don't get more Boo. You get something called XBoo. And XBoo is designed to move up exponentially more than Boo. And it's very similar to Hex almost. It's basically a, not quite, but it's very along those lines. It's like, and it's smart. So people have to lock up the Boo in order to get the XBoo. The XBoo will exponentially go up a little, not exponentially, excuse me. It will go up percentagely more than Boo. So people want to get in here. So even though you're staking Boo and you're only getting a 35.63 APR, remember APR is uncompounded. You can compound that to get a lot more, but 35.63% APR doesn't seem like very much when there's, you know, with considering what your other alternatives are. But the fact that you're getting this XBoo, which becomes basically, like I said, a certificate of deposit similar to Hex, you get paid in the XBoo, which is going to pay you out, which is going to be worth more than Boo. So not only are you winning 35.58%, you're earning it in a token that is going to go up more than the token you're putting in there. It's very unique, very different, and I really like it. And you know, kind of algorithmically done, but smart. They're really smart. And then you're going to be able to also earn your percentage in other coins, right? You can earn Scream and Foo. I'll probably do a full explanation of this, but today we're just going quick. They have a bridge over here. This is the best bridge. This bridge, you can bridge BSC, which is very, very free. You like free? I like free a lot. And, you know, no Ethereum blockchain BS. So, okay, so there's two. This is the number one DEX. Number two DEX is Spirit Swap. Spirit Swap's sitting about 19 cents right now. Let's have a look. Yeah. Oh, it just jumped up. It was 19 cents just earlier. It's now at 26 cents. Wow, that's crazy. That just blew up like that. I imagine that is going to go up a lot more. I do have some spirits because everything is going crazy here. They have a bridge over here, but this bridge utilizes a third-party company that only lets you bridge from Ethereum. So to me, that's total junk. I'm not trying to get in there. It's super expensive to use. So bridge over on on Spooky Swap. Okay, and you'll notice with Fantom, everything, you know, because it's Phantom Opera, right? That's the name of the chain, but everything is taken on like a Halloween perspective with Spirit Swap, Spooky Swap, Reaper Finance, Grim. I mean, just there's so Tomb, and everything is, yeah. The next will be Werewolf, and where there'll be all sorts of stuff. Now they do got a reflection token for FTM. I'm not big into those because I just had so many people come and hit me up to support different baby tokens, that if I get behind a baby token now, then friends that I have will be mad at me. So I'm staying away from baby tokens, but they do have a baby, not baby boo, baby Fantom that they probably have a baby boo. I think they do have a baby boo. Anyway, those are reflective tokens, and from what I've seen, the teams that are running the Fantom one is pretty good, and it looks like a super solid out front, all that good stuff, which is stuff you don't get other places, right? Okay, so Spirit Swap generally has not as many tokens in their farms, but they have boosted farms here, places where people are adding, you know, extra liquidity, and you can get those rewards. And then they have this other thing called In Spirit, which is a whole nother mechanism that is similar to, yeah, there's just a lot going on here, and this is a very cool platform, and they have a lot going on, and I like when people have a lot going on and are doing stuff, and it's a smart team. But the percentages here are pretty crazy. BNB FTM pool is at 120%, and you can get into a couple different auto compounders, but there's a lot of them here. This is a super deep and thick farm, and it's got an out front team. It's very legit, and I like how big all these farms are. So, you know, your biggest risk is that the Spirit token goes down. But right now, with this wave of stuff happening, that's when things generally look good, right? Okay, next up, we're going over to Bomb Swap. Bomb Swap is the newest up-and-comer, and the reason I bring them up and maybe are not bringing up some others that might deserve it is because Bomb was the very first token on Fantom. It was brought by like some kid who like dumped on everyone and took off, but it was the first token, and the first token can't be a freaking rug pull, can it? So these other people, maybe they bought up all the bomb or whatever they did, but they got most of the bomb. Maybe some people still have it. F-bomb was the original token, I believe, and they created a whole platform for it, and I think it's pretty cool that they've done that. And these guys are well known, and this thing is just getting popping. It has not really had, you know, there's very little going on here, and but yeah, out front team, all that good stuff. Next up, Grim Finance. Grim Finance is like, what do you call it? Like, you know, an auto compounder or a protocol. They will do the investing section for you of strategies. And look, these are all strategies, types of strategies. That's one way to look at them. And we could just stop here at one that's big. 1.66 thousand APY. Wowzer. And what is this? This is for Reaper USDC. Okay, I like Reaper Finance quite a bit. Reaper Farm, we're going to be visiting that one next. So Reaper Farm USDC, 1.66 APY. That's pretty delicious, don't you think? Daily is 0.79, and it buys liquidity, adds liquidity, and that one's pretty simple. It's got other ones that uses Grim Finance. No, 50% of all Grim Finance platform harvest fees are distributed to this pool. Well, that's pretty interesting. There's a lot of different stuff going on here. I really like this place, but I really liked the team over on Reaper more, and so I chose Reaper out of the two. You know, these are basically auto compounders, right? You can get. I mean, I'm sure there's some pools in here I'll want to use, but right now I'd rather load up more stuff at Reaper than where I'm at there. For Grim Finance, currently 5,000 followers, and yeah, they're doing good stuff. 2 new vaults have just arrived, courtesy of Bomb Swap, and yeah, Bomb was that platform I just showed you. Pretty stoked about Bomb Swap there. Let's head over to Reaper. Here's the Reaper farm. They got a cool little video going right here that basically shows all the stuff. Maybe I'll attack it on, maybe I won't. And these guys are super busy here, and you know, they have good personality. The numbers just keep going up. Did you strap a rocket to them? You know, you can't literally strap a rocket to numbers, right? And everything's clever and like that. So let's go ahead and take a look at Reaper Farm. And so this is Reaper here. It looks like this. I know some people will be like, that looks terrible, but it's clever, trust me. And And it is super high tech, even though it looks like this. That's part of its charm, right? You know, it's a fork. So here's the different farms I'm in. I'm in FTM Boo, and that is over on the Spooky Swap. I am also in in Fantom BNB, and that is over on Spirit. Cool thing with here, you can click on here and it will easily let you, you know, add your liquidity and all that, right? So you would come over, it came straight to here. You would add in your Fantom, you would add in your BNB, right? Max, however you want, just like any other farm. I'm not going to go over the basics of farming because that's pretty old hand, and some of you guys don't need that and we'll get tired of it when I go through that stuff. So, okay, so back over to Reaper Farm. I have 12.8 LP tokens, $276 worth over here at Spirit BNB. And a lot of this stuff has gone up. Like, even from where I'm at here, for instance, this is a screenshot from this morning. Right there. So even just this morning, this FTM T shares was at $89, and now it's at $232. special case there, but let's look at the other ones. Okay, this one was at 287, now at 359. That's my FTM Boo. So Boo has gone up quite a bit. My FTM BNB was at 298 just earlier, 255 on the Spirit BNB. So everything's going up right now. 260 on FTM Bomb, and I'm at, oh, I had nothing in there. I just added to that one. So let's see. I was at $89 on that one. I showed you that. And then 180 on my FTM ETH pair. And now that's at 201. So that's gone up just $20. So pretty nutty. And I bet even now, if I was to click refresh here, all that would probably go up. So looks like we've gone up just a little bit, but this one will be the most interesting one since it was at $89 just today. 242 and 200, down a little bit on that one. But you know, all those things, they keep all this compounds, right? So a lot of times you're at a farm and you will, like, you know, you get this worthless LP token or a worthless token that ends up not being worth anything, right? But with the FTM BNB, with these pools, what these you know, contracts do is they go in there and they auto compound for you. And so this FTM Boo sells the Boo token, you know, that comes out of here, or sells half of it back into FTM and then puts that back into your farm for you. And see, like this here, the FTM ETH bomb, I actually don't have any exposure to bomb because every few minutes, let's see, how often is it? Does it say here? Well, anyway, it auto compounds for you. I don't know exactly what it is. Every 15 minutes, you can click on the strategy here, and it will take you to the strategy contract. If you, you know, are a nerd, you can read through that. And then here's the crypt contract that will take you to the blockchain explorer, and you can look at all that good stuff. So it compounds for you. So what this one does is I'm exposed only to FTM and ETH, which is paying out in bomb, but it doesn't hold on to the bomb. It immediately sells the bomb back into more FTM and more ETH evenly. So it takes half the bomb and sells half of it into FTM, takes half the bomb, sells half of it into ETH, and then takes those, adds liquidity to Spooky Swap, or this is on Spirit, I think, adds liquidity to Spirit, and then takes those LP tokens and compounds them into this farm for you. So a lot of work this thing does, right? It's a hard-working little bastard, and it does it all for you. So I'm doing nothing, and this thing just compounds. They do take some of your profits, not much, but a little. And that's how they get going, and that's how they keep the place running and the lights on. And they also have their own token, which is currently at $1.90, which is Crazy, I should have bought into that because that was super cheap just not that long ago. Okay, let's head over and take a quick price prediction on FTM. Where can it go? Well, because we have such a large supply, you know, comparatively, compared to Bitcoin, right? We have a large supply, up 30% for the day. Pretty crazy. Take some profits, guys. Not a bad thing to do. Okay, 80%. Okay, 80% of the supply is out. That's 2.55 billion FTM with a total ever of 3.175. So, you know, that's most of it's out. 80% of it's out. That is a lot of coins, right? So we're going to head over to the coin perspective and see what we can find out. So Fantom, $1.87. What if it broke into the top 10? If Fantom broke into the top 10, it would be an $11 coin. That could happen. Maybe not the most realistic thing in this run because it would have to beat Polkadot. Could it beat Doge? Sure. XRP, you know, you got some heavy hitters up in here. You got to beat Cardano. I mean, you're strapping on the gloves against some mighty strong hitters. Let's keep going. What if, could it compete with Terra? Yeah, probably. Chainlink, Uniswap, maybe. I mean, look where Sol just blasted right through them. Litecoin, it's got no use case comparatively, you know, in the modern realm. I've pretty well moved out of Litecoin. And FTX, super strong, but I think we could easily compete with FTX. So where would it be if we were in the top 20? We'll be at $3.75. So from where we're at now, $1.87, could easily happen. Could we be up here with Avalanche and Polygon? Absolutely, we do the same things. We're layer 1. So there's no reason we couldn't be up here. Theta, easily think we could get with Theta. Atom, you can see they're all strong hitters. But top 30, that's very doable. $2.47. So that wouldn't be quite double from where we're at, but that one's very doable. So most of the crazy gains that were spring-loaded into Fantom have been collected. But if you integrate DeFi and you integrate, you know, a lot of the great DeFi that's out there on Fantom, and it just keeps growing bigger. I didn't even get into like the curve stuff and there's so much killer stuff going on in Fantom. It's nuts. And these tokens are going to get locked up. There's going to be NFTs. So reaching that top 20, it's super realistic. It's super doable. I mean, top 30, of course. It's super doable. And that would put us over, you know, 247. I think we could, you know, and that's if the market cap stays the exact same. The market cap has been going nuts, right? The market cap has been going up and up and up. We weren't even over $1 trillion just not that long ago. And stop by Indotech here. They will tell us exactly what the market cap's at and where sentiment for the market. Sentiment's pretty green. We're in a bullish breakout again. We're at 2.7 trillion, says the algos. Anyway, there's my journey with Fantom so far. Thanks, Fantom. I appreciate you replacing the engine in one of my vehicles. Loving it. Anyway, take profit, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video. Give me a like, subscribe, all that jazz. This is crypto music. I'm gonna catch you guys on the flip. Hope you're having a hella great day. Hope you got mad profits in your lap. And remember, they're not profits till you take them. So grab a hold of some profits. Appreciate y'all. Catch you on the next one. And I'm out.